A Shomen Uchi strike is a strike to the top of the head. A lot of styles will teach a very formal, I'm going to do it towards the camera, very formal style here, up, and then down. That comes from sword work. So we would start just like this, very formal, up and down, and they strike for the forehead. You step in with this strike, so as this hand comes up, I'm stepping in, boom, and dropping down. A couple things I don't like about the traditional way to do it is I'm not going to strike anybody's forehead with my hand. I want to go for the collarbone, the top of the collarbone. If I strike into the collarbone, I can break the collarbone. So if you're in a situation you need to learn how to strike, you better hit here instead of hitting up here. If I am going to hit to the top of the head, I'll hit over to the side right above the eyebrow. Okay, you'll see him blink a little bit from that, and that's the idea. I'm not going to drop on the crown of his head because that's where it's very strong. I'll go right over the ridge of the eyebrow, but my preference, what I tell my basic students and my beginner students, is always aim for the collarbone. Never aim for the top of the skull. As you go to strike, it's up and then down, just right here. Keep the hands up again. Don't just do this, because if he's going to parry this or whatever, and then your hands are down. You want to always learn to strike as you would if you needed to learn to strike someone. Not just to give him something to work with. When you're striking someone, you need to actually be practicing your strikes as well. Not just not an exercise in futility, I think. Instead, it's up, down, just like this. Now, when we're practicing, I may not strike that fast, but my intent is always there. I'm always going to strike this point or this point right on the collarbone, and if he doesn't get out of the way, I will hit him. I'm not going to hit him hard. It'll be something like this. It's not going to cause damage, but he'll know that I tapped him. He'll know that he needs to learn to get out of the way. If I always draw my strike, he's never going to learn from that. He'll think, oh, well, I don't need to really get out of the way. Subconsciously, it'll translate to anything else that he does.